Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ozarks Live. Hope you're having a great day. I am, because I get to hang out with her, Cammie Jenkins.
You're so good to me.
I just love having you here. How have you been?
I'm pretty good.
Good,
yeah.
good.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
So here's some interesting things we did this weekend.
Okay.
If you were going to ask.
I was going to ask because I haven't seen you.
Being so presumptuous here. Okay, so I'm a mom boy. I'm a
boy mom.
Oh my God.
Either or. You get it.
A boy
mom.
Saying. I know what you mean. You know what I mean. Whatever.
You have how many again?
So I have 3 boys.
You have 3. Yes.
Okay. So we also live out in the country.
Right.
And so it's not just being a mom of 3 boys normally. It's, the dirt, the grime, all of the stuff that has to do with being in the country. So I have a few treasures that they brought into my house over the weekend because they were out exploring this land by our house. So let me show you some of these treasures that they're decorating with. Yeah, big skull they picked up.
That looks like something at the museum down at Top of the Rock, doesn't it?
A lot bigger. I mean, that's a huge lamp behind it, by the way. And then these, I was moving I was doing some stuff in their bathroom, and I opened the shower curtain, and they're like, oh, okay. So we have this now in our bathtub. I don't know what the plan is, but these are a lot bigger than they look, though, because the bathtub, it goes almost all the way across. So they were pretty good-sized bones.
Wonder what they are.
So, it's been a cattle farm for a lot of years, so I assume that that's what it is, But it's just so interesting the things that they bring home.
Those little boys tend to just bring things in that Mama doesn't know about.
Well, and then they don't want you to throw it away. They don't want you to get rid of it because it's a treasure,
Of course it is.
Now, did you have any of these problems, ladies and girls?
No, not particularly. They just would bring in any stray cat that showed up in the neighborhood or dog or anything like that. I don't remember them bringing in anything of that nature, but kids tend to do that. But boys, and 3 of them is...
Well, and if it's stuff that they make at school, they bring home, and I'm like, oh, I'll keep it at least for a little while, until they forget about it and not throw it away. But these, I don't know that I want to keep it around. That they just think it goes with our decor so well.
You know what? Let them keep it. Just get it the heck out of the bathtub. I think that's the thing. You can't live there.
At least the skull is downstairs in our basement and not on my main level, so I don't have to look at it every day. But it's still like, okay, how long do we do this?
Maybe a good yard ornament or something. You could put it outside in the garden somewhere, and it's like the rustic.
Out back under a tree where no one sees it.
Yeah, way out there where they'll enjoy it, but you don't have to.
I personally don't think it goes with my decor, because that's not what I have.
Can't wait to see what else they bring home.
But you love the boys, so you love what they bring home.
No doubt, you do. And I always ask you how many you have, because I want to say 2, and then I think, no, I know she has at least 1 more, which blows my mind.
Which the oldest one is a handful all in himself. Sorry, Trevor, but you are. So I always say, it's more like having 4 or 5. But
And real quick, a shout out to our former general manager, Leo Henning, who got the President's Award today at the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame banquet. We are super proud of him. We love seeing him. There he is with his lovely wife, Sue. But anyway, congrats to them. They came all the way from their home in Illinois.
Congratulations.
Gerald Andrews was there handing out the awards. So anyway, just a quick shout out to Leo. It was great to see him once again.
We do miss him around the station.
We do. He's a lot of fun. Anyway, congrats to him. But we have a really fun show for you guys today. John Schaefer from the Resource Center is here for Dollars and Cents, and he's going to talk about motorcycle insurance.
Oh, yes. We get to chat with one of the owners from Hold Fast Brewing.
Yep, and we have Rachel West here today from Eating the Ozarks for another really interesting foraging recipe.
Not to mention, I got to go try out ballet a few weeks ago for Ozarks Everyday Fitness.
Did you? I did ballet when I was a little kid.
Well, I haven't. So it was interesting.
I'm clearly not a ballerina. But anyway, before we get to all that good stuff, we're going to show you what is on our radar. I've got something, Cammie, that I think you'll find interesting. Okay. You have children. Now, they may be a little bit old for this, but have you heard about the new book that helps explain the pandemic thing to kids?
I have not.
Okay, this is pretty ingenious. It's called Good Morning Zoom.
Okay, I recognize the artwork.
Don't you? All right, this was penned by an investment banker named Lindsay Reckler. It's sort of a parody of Good Night Moon. And it replaces the iconic things like the red balloon and the two little kittens with an iPad and parents who wear the same pajamas day after day. All right, here's a little bit of an excerpt for you. It says, in your own living room, there was a computer and news that was gloom. Flowers in bloom and a picture of all the kids from your class on Zoom. It also highlights doctors and nurses and delivery people at the door while mom and dad are home all day. I just think this is great.
Yeah.
Regular self-published Good Morning Zoom on Amazon, but Penguin Random House, Philomel Books picked it up and offered to print 100,000 copies to start. And this is the coolest part, with net proceeds to be donated to COVID-19 relief charities. This, according to an article in USA Today. This is her with her family. She says that she really wanted to help explain what was going on to her children in a comfortable and a relatable way.
And obviously that book has worked on other levels for other things.
We read Goodnight Moon a million times.
Oh yeah, I think it's a household staple item.
Yeah, and the Good Morning Zoom, I thought, well, you know, that totally makes sense. So anyway, I thought that was a great job by this author, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, you and I both love to cook, and I ran across an article in BuzzFeed where culinary students are sharing some kitchen tips that they wished they had learned sooner.
I love it.
Are you ready?
I love tips, yes.
All right, substitute soy sauce or fish sauce for salt. You get a deeper flavor. So, you know, instead of, I mean, anywhere that it would fit. I mean, there's a few recipes that may not fit very well, but it will. And I actually would go so far as to say use some tamari, because I actually think it has even a deeper flavor than soy sauce.
I think tamari was in the picture, and I think, yes, and it gives it that umami, sort of, that richness, you know. Yeah.
So the next one is you'll cook better and faster if you clean as you go. That's something I had to learn firsthand. Have a prep bowl and a scrape bowl on hand and don't mix them up.
Okay, so like Rachel Ray always has the scrap bowl or the trash bowl. Totally makes sense. I'm a clean as you go person just because I don't want all that facing me after dinner.
Well, you know, early on I didn't do that. My husband would come in and his mom would have done that. And so he kind of gave me a few tips. I'm like, you know, it makes you a little more comfortable cooking if things around you are picked up too.
That's what I do. I'm not saying it's right, but it definitely helps.
I'm learning, Joy.
Me too.
And know that electric stoves apparently get hotter than gas, which surprised me. The article says a high setting on gas will get you a nice sear, but the same on electric will burn. So that's good advice. You know, you've got to know what you're cooking with. I used to have electric, now I have gas, and there's a little learning curve. So
yeah, it's definitely different, but I guess if you leave it on that hot burner, you'll get burned right there.
Right where
but
it is.
It's still,
That's
just don't
true.
turn it up too high and walk away. That's
right.
the best
That's
advice.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up, it's time for Dollars and Cents with John Schaefer.
Yep, always an abundance of information for you, and you don't want to miss it. We will be right back.